Hi Aquarius, welcome to your astrology forecast for March 2023. You can use this forecast for your sun, moon, and rising, and I'm working with the whole sign house system. And just bear in mind that the dates and times may vary depending on where you live. So there's a lot to get through in this video because March is an action-packed month. So much is occurring. First of all, Pluto in Aquarius is going to be major for you. So get ready because we're going to get into some things in this forecast. And you can also screenshot this video right now so you can keep track of all the key dates because you're going to want to follow through on what's happening in March, because as soon as we enter March, like, life is going to be on go, go, go. Like, there's no breaks. There are no breaks. We are entering March with the intensity. And as you can see on the screen, I have your chart up and I didn't include the sun, moon, Venus, or Mercury. And that's because I'm moving so fast from sign to sign. And also, I didn't want to squeeze them in. So I thought, let me just leave them out. But I have all the transits for March on the right-hand side of the screen. And if you want to learn more about how the show will impact you, you can book an energy forecast reading with me on my website, riacourts.com. All right, let's talk about it. So March the 1st or March the 2nd, this depends on where you live, we have a Venus and Jupiter conjunction in your third house. So Jupiter is in your third house, bringing you all the expansion and optimism and growth when it comes to communication, writing, your mind, learning. Perhaps you're enjoying spending time with siblings during this time. So this energy is very abundant. And when Venus is in a conjunction with Jupiter, this is like a match made in heaven because Venus is all about love, relationships, harmony, beauty, creativity. So Venus and Jupiter together are just madly in love, and there's just so much creativity. So if you're feeling very inspired and creative, work with this energy because you can create a masterpiece during this time. However, the catch here is that Chiron is also in Aries very close by. So this is a triple conjunction. Chiron is a wounded healer, and he brings up all our painful emotions and wounds from other lifetimes that are playing in this lifetime. So although there's this abundant creative energy, for some of you guys, you may feel a little down. You may feel a little low on your energy. You may feel a little low on your hope or your faith. And that's because some past emotions may be triggering for you during this time. And if that's the case, well, you need to acknowledge them and release them. And you can release them through writing. The third house supports you in writing or even speaking. So if you feel something coming up for you, if you write during this time, whether you journal, write an article, do some type of podcast, or write a blog, this could be like a masterpiece. It could be not just healing for you, but it can also be healing and inspiring and empowering for others as well, because Chiron teaches us that even though we may not be able to heal, well, let me correct myself there, because although the story goes that Chiron couldn't heal his wounds, but in our chart, in our birth chart, Chiron encourages us that yes, there may be some things that we can't change, but we definitely can heal them by accepting them and by choosing to move differently in our lives and make an impact in the lives of others as well. Like, that's what Chiron supports you to be, a healer. And you can be a healer through your writing and your communication. So there's a great opportunity here. March the 2nd, we also have Mercury that enters Pisces in your second house. And your second house is going to be so activated during this month because we're in Pisces season. So we already have the sun in Pisces in your second house, Neptune, Mercury, and then shortly after, Saturn will be entering Pisces. So a lot of Pisces energy for you this month. And when Mercury is in Pisces, this is about finances and money. Perhaps you're expanding on this area of life. Perhaps you're signing certain contracts. And with the Pisces energy, it's always very important to read the small print. And if you're not crystal clear on something, make sure you don't sign anything or agree on something until you are very clear on what you're proceeding further with. And you may also be thinking about, because Mercury is very logical. You may be thinking about creative ways of expanding in this area of life as well. Now, March the 7th, this is a huge day for everyone, including you. March the 7th, we have two major things that are happening. Full moon in Virgo in your 8th house. 55 minutes later, yes, let's be precise, Saturn will move out of your first house, out of your sign, which is a great thing, right? Because Saturn has been making you go through it, so this is nice. Saturn will move into your second house. So your money axis is being charged and activated during this full moon in Virgo. The full moon in Virgo will fall in your 8th house. So the 8th house rules over joint finances and resources, sex and intimacy, and also healing as well. It's the house of transformation. And this is also a very psychological house as well. So the sun is in Pisces, Saturn is in Pisces, Neptune, Mercury in your second house of all that you possess and own. And then you have the moon in the 8th, which is all about joint finances and resources and investments. So money is going to be very huge during this month for you. There's going to be some developments, or there's going to be something that shifts and changes. There may be something that you have to release and let go, because full moons are about releasing and letting go. And if money is something you want to manifest more of, you need to think about, are there any blocks in my life? Is there anything holding me back from attracting more money in my life? Because often when people want to manifest, they just focus on what they want, but they don't understand the secret recipe to manifestation, which is, have you made room for new things to come into your life? Have you got rid of all the old stuff? Have you done the spring cleaning? So money is going to really be emphasized during this time for you. And with Saturn in your second house, Saturn will be helping you get more structured. It's going to help you save more money. It's going to help you take this area more seriously and be more disciplined with your spending and how you view yourself and your self-worth. So this is going to be huge for you in terms of your self-development and your evolution. And I have a video on Saturn in Pisces where I go through all the zodiac signs. So you can check that out to see how Saturn in Pisces will be impacting you. March the 12th, Jupiter will be in a conjunction with Chiron in your 3rd house. This is a continuation of the energy you're going to feel at the beginning of the month with the Venus and Jupiter conjunction. So this is another opportunity to do some healing through creativity, through communication. Jupiter and Chiron are both very spiritual. Jupiter is more the exciting part of spirituality, the positive, optimistic side of spirituality, whereas Chiron is more the psyche, the deep soul healing, and it's very shamanic. So your words can really make a huge difference during this time. March the 16th, Venus enters Taurus in your 4th house. So home, family, your place of rejuvenation where you go to retreat is going to be very important. You may enjoy being at home during this time. You may want to decorate. You may enjoy hanging around with family. And there's a lot of changes occurring when it comes to home and family for you, because Uranus is in your 4th house. So there's definitely also going to be developments in this area of life. March the 19th, Mercury enters Aries in your 3rd house. This is when you can be very confident, very fiery. You can be very fierce with your communication. If you want to get your point across, like, you're not going to hold back. And it's important to be mindful of this, because with Mercury in Aries, the shadow side is saying things that you may regret later on, or not thinking before you speak and hurting people's feelings. So that's something to be mindful of. But when it comes to creating something in terms of writing, you got this. Like, you will be supported in this, because there's going to be so much Aries energy helping you with this. We also have on March the 20th, the sun enters Aries in your 3rd house. March the 21st, the new moon in Aries in your 3rd house. So a lot of abundance here. If you want to start something new that has to do with communication, or maybe even with your siblings or in your environment, if you want to learn something new, if you want to travel somewhere, plant those seeds, because new moons are all about new beginnings, new cycles, and planting seeds. So get your vision board out, get creative. The universe is supporting you during this time. Now, Ceres is also in an opposition with this new moon, and Ceres rules over our security, rules over nurturing, also it rules over compromising. So those themes may come up for you during this time. And with Chiron in Aries, Jupiter in Aries, and all that energy, the sun, the moon, Mercury, this will be a time to also acknowledge what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel secure, what makes you feel nurtured. Where are you willing to compromise? Like, you're going to be asking yourself those questions. Now, we also have Venus, Juno, and the North Node in your fourth house in a conjunction during this new moon. So, this is a lot of beautiful energy when it has to do with home and family. Maybe you decide to move or you find yourself developing in that area. Maybe you're planning ahead. Maybe you just want to manifest. So, the universe is also supporting you in this. March the 23rd, Pluto enters Aquarius in your first house. This is huge for you. Pluto will be in Aquarius for a very, very long time, and it's an extremely slow moving planet. So, this is going to be in your sign, impacting you the most. And when Pluto enters your first house, this is about your entire life, every aspect of it. It's about your life direction, your mentality, your minds. Like, you are going to be shifting in so many different ways. And this depends on where your sun, moon, rising, or if you have other planets in Aquarius, what degree they are at. And if you want to learn more about how this year will impact you, you can book a reading on my website, riocourts.com. Listen, I have the sun in Aquarius, and I have a lot of Aquarius energy in my chart, a lot of other planets. So I'm going to be going through this with you. And I enjoy Pluto. I really enjoy Pluto. And I have been through some tough transits with Pluto. Yeah, I still enjoy him so much because he's always going to teach you to be your best self. He's always going to help you be the phoenix that rises. And that's going to be you with this transit. Like, Pluto is going to bring major shifts into your life, new cycles, new beginnings. And I have a video on Pluto in Aquarius where I break down how Pluto will be impacting each sign, so you can check that out. The link will be down below. I have a couple of videos on Pluto in Aquarius, and I go deep, so you don't want to miss those videos out. But this will be shifting and transforming just your life, your existence. And it depends on, what else is going on in your chart and where you are in your path, in your evolution. But major changes are occurring. Pluto brings transformation. You will become the phoenix that rises throughout the next 20 years. So get ready. March the 25th, Mars enters Cancer in your sixth house. So Mars has been in Gemini since August 2022 for about 7 months. And now it's moving forward into Cancer. So when it's in your sixth house, this is all about your health, your wellness, healing, your daily routine, daily work, daily habits and tasks. So all your energy is going to be focusing on your health as well. Well, the Mars part of you, anyways. The Mars part of you is going to be focused on health. And this is a great time to start something new in terms of healing and working out, in terms of nutrition, wellness, anything that has to do with your body and taking care of yourself, because there's a lot of momentum in this area. And you may just feel like in your everyday life, you feel very strong and fierce, and you're on the go. You're like moving forward. So there's going to be a push. So March, it is a huge month for everyone, including you, because Pluto is going to be in Aquarius. And pay attention to all that March brings, because March is the start of the new year. The new year starts in Aries season when the sun moves into Aries. So everything that you're going to be going through is going to develop throughout the next 12 months. Like, this is going to set the tone for the year ahead. So pay attention, keep track of all that is occurring, screenshots this video so you can keep track of the dates, and journal. Keep a journal for Pluto, especially because Pluto is going to be teaching you soul lessons, like, just throughout your life, because the first house is life. It's a new beginning. It's the mentality, the head, the ego. It's your direction, your life direction. So just every part of your life is going to be transforming. You're going to have the ultimate transformational experience. And I'm going to be going through this with you, like I said. So it's almost like we're going to be sharing similar experiences together. So, Aquarius, I hope March is full of magic and full of change and shifts. And may you receive all the answers you are seeking, and may Pluto in Aquarius bring you all the transformation that you are searching, seeking, and desire. And if you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below so I know you're watching, subscribe to learn more about how this show will impact you. You can book a reading on my website, realcallants.com, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love.